The lioness. In one village there lived a young man who was strong and brave, but he was an orphan, so poor that he could buy neither butter nor oil. He had reached the age of manhood long ago, but there was no wife in his hut, for who would give his daughter to a poor man? How will he feed his wife? What will he give his children when they cry with hunger? Asked the fathers of the village maidens. And he, when he saw that he would have no success in his own village, took up his basket and went to follow the sun. As he lay at night on his first camping ground, he saw a lion following his tracks. He saw a lion, how he sniffed his meager belongings. He saw a lion, how he circled the place where he lay, and he felt he would not live to see the morning. But the lion vanished in the undergrowth and left only the crushed grass behind him. Perhaps the lion is not hungry, he said to himself. Perhaps the lion does not consider me worth devouring. Neither people nor lions care for poor men, he said to himself. Then the sun lit up the world, and a man in good health rejoices to be alive. Perhaps somewhere there is a bowl of meat waiting, who knows? Perhaps somewhere a wife awaited and a family of healthy children. But the world is large and night came before the end of the journey. And the lion came again and circled the place where that man lay down to sleep. He could feel the lion's breath upon him when the lion spoke in a husky voice. I know your thoughts, and they are better than your flesh. I did not come to devour you. I wish to give you my daughter as your wife. I have enough food. All the bush is my hunting ground. I care nothing for herds and riches, nor does my daughter need them. She wants a good man who will care for her and bring up her children well. I see into your mind, and I know that you are the best husband for my daughter. Sleep now in contentment, for tomorrow I shall bring her to you. A poor man cannot choose, and an unarmed man cannot defend himself. Perhaps that woman will not know how to cook. Perhaps her children will be lion cubs and will maul their own father to death. But better to live to see the morning. Better a lioness for a wife than no wife at all. Better a lioness for a wife than loneliness and exile. The lion circled the spot once more and disappeared again into the darkness. A poor man does not sleep well. All sorts of thoughts whirl in his head, and as he falls asleep, dreams frighten him. But in the morning, he awoke to find a beautiful woman by his side, gazing out of shining eyes and smiling with beautiful white teeth. I do not know who you are, you woman. I do not know what you want here. You are beautiful, but all the same, I must send you away. It is morning, and at any moment, my father-in-law, the lion, will come with my lioness wife. I am your lioness wife, the girl laughed. I am that bride who was promised to you. You are a lioness, beautiful girl? Your arms are strong, but they are not a lion's paws. Your legs are sturdy, but they are not a lion's paws. and your breath is fragrant. How can you be a lioness?" "You will see whether I am a lioness or not," the girl declared. "Just be a good husband to me, and I shall be a good wife to you." Why wander through strange country when you have a beautiful wife? Why think about poverty as the sun is rising? Instead, they returned to the poor man's village. "Look, that young man is bringing a wife," declared the women of the tribe. "Look, he is bringing a beautiful woman," declared the men of the tribe. "He is bringing a beautiful wife into his wretched hut, and he does not even have a garden to till," declared the chieftain of the tribe, and he gave him a piece of fallow land. Where there is land, there is also well-being, and where there is a woman, warmth rises from the hearth. And the children of that woman were well fed and healthy. They were like all other children, only stronger. Perhaps they grew more quickly, and they were soon able to help their father. "She is a good woman," the villagers decided. "It is she who brought us good fortune," said the villagers. "Our village grows wealthy and we prosper, and all this has happened since she came to live with us." But when life is good, greed raises its head. "We could have it all. We need only have manly hearts. We could take it all. We need only have sharp spears," said the men of the neighboring tribe. They strode out to the sound of drums, their steps accompanied by the music of flutes. Through the night they walked the narrow trail. Then at dawn they attacked. 3 days and nights the battle raged, 4 days without result. At sunset of the 4th day, it seemed that the villagers would not hold off the attacks of their enemy. And then, when the enemy withdrew to spend the night around their fires, the lioness woman went out and stalked their tracks. Just one lone guard was vigilant, while the rest slept. Just one lone guard was vigilant, and circled the fires. And on lion's paws, the lioness woman slipped silently through the bushes. With a lion's spring, she knocked down the guard, and with lion's teeth, she broke his neck. Then she went among the fires, and to the right and to the left she sowed destruction. Under her paw, spines cracked, under her teeth, skulls shattered. She walked among the fires and left behind her tracks drenched with the enemy's blood. Those who did not awake in time never woke again, and those who did awake in time fled into the darkness, sobbing with fear. The lioness stalked among the fires, but she did not leave their circle unharmed. Only one man was prepared, only one was watchful, and he recalled his old wounds. His old wounds which he had sustained in battles long ago. He stood up, weighed his spear, and hurled it at the lioness. The spear pierced the darkness and sank into her hip. Then thunder crashed and wind rose up in the trees. With her last remaining strength, the lioness ran back among the fires. With her last remaining strength, she crept between the bushes, and on her belly, With the spear pierced into her right side, she dragged herself to her husband's hut. There she lay on the mat, her body half lioness, half woman. The enemy were overwhelmed, for though it is possible to stand against spears, and also not possible to withstand the blows of clubs. So the enemy withdrew and abandoned their attack on their more prosperous neighbors. They withdrew, and all that remained of their camp were the burnt out fires and the cries of orphaned children. All the women of the village went out for water. All ground millet in front of their husbands' huts. Only the lioness woman scratched at her wound with her weakened paw, and her son walked helplessly around her, not knowing how to help her. And on the fourth day, the husband left and went to see the witch doctor. "My wife is a lioness," he said to the witch doctor. "As a lioness, she was wounded by a spear in her side, and now she cannot rise from her bed and she will die. She is a good woman, and she brought my sons up well. See to it that she does not die. If your wife is a lioness, and if she was wounded as a lioness, then her life is escaping through her lioness veins. She does not have enough strength to live on as a lioness. But she certainly has enough strength to live on as a woman," said the witch doctor. And he lit 4 fires and beat on a wooden drum. "Within 4 fires I hold a woman, the good woman of a brave man. Within 4 fires I hold a woman. With the drum I set the lioness free," chanted the witch doctor. And the spirits of life waged war in that woman with the spirits of death. And the spirits of death were defeated. 4 fires saved the soul of the woman, and the soul of the lioness departed, accompanied by the beating of a drum. "She is a lioness, she is a lioness," sang the warriors of the tribe. "She is a lioness, and trees crack under the blow of her paws. She is a lioness, and the dry grass blazes at her breath. She is a lioness, and never was there one like her, and never will be again." But she was not a lioness, she was a woman, and the smell of cooking rose from her hearth. But her sons grew quickly, they hard working and fruitful, and never again did that tribe know hunger.